Hi everyone, it's Nisha. So today I wanted to show you and demonstrate for you the hair volumizing iron volume. So you all know that I love biggish hair. So as you can see, I just washed my hair, I dried it. Can you see how flat it is? I've got very fine hair. There is not much body to it, especially at the top, and that's where I like my volume. So you have seen me using this Babyliss mini crimper for years now. I am not sure you can get this exact one. It looks like it's just half an inch. Maybe there is something similar on the market, but I haven't seen anything since I bought this one. And I remember about a couple of years ago seeing Voloom, but it was mostly reviewed by influencers in USA, and you couldn't get it at that time in the UK. And someone not long ago reminded me about this tool, so I looked again, and now Voloom, you can get it on Amazon or you can get it on their own UK website. But what I forgot, that all these 2 years ago, when I was desperately looking for Voloom, I found sort of dupe of it on Amazon, and that's what it looked like. It's very similar, but I will talk about that in a minute. So it comes in this box, looks like this. I've got a pink one. I think they come in different colors, and if you buy in the UK, it comes already with UK plug. Here you have the lock, so you unlock it, so it opens, and that's what it looks like. Can you see it has like these little squares? So it's sort of crimper, but instead of lines has little, almost as if you were making waffles. So when I was looking for Voloom, like I said, I found this one. This one is much heavier and also is much bigger. Therefore, I wasn't that happy with it, and this was much cheaper. This was, I think, maybe 30 something pounds. Voloom is over 100 pounds. That's very expensive. So as you can see, it is exactly the same idea, but the plate is much wider and the actual squares are much bigger. So this is still good if you want volume sort of in a mid shaft of your hair, but if you want volume right close to your scalp, this was no good. So as you can see, this one is much smaller. I thought, let's see if this one is better. Voloom also comes with extra bits. It comes with these great clips, which I love. I already have some of my own. 3 clips. It comes with a backcombing comb, so it's got these really stiff bristles, and it has that rat tail end, and it also comes with a mat, so you can rest your iron on this while you're working with it, and then you can put it here for storage. You also get owner's manual and styling guide, which is very good. Even here it tells you what temperature to use it at depending on what type of hair you have. So for my hair, fine, thin or damaged hair, it says 155 to 170 degrees Celsius, but I use it on 180. Now you have seen me using this one. I use it really close to the scalp and I hold it for like 5 seconds. With this, they say what you're supposed to do, you hold it just for 1 second and you snap and release. Basically do this. They say it's not a good idea to hold it for longer. 1, it might damage your hair if you do it a lot. 2, the pattern that you get from this, the crinkling will be obviously stronger the longer you hold the hair. So here is your lock. On here you've got on off button, plus and minus for your temperature. So let's plug it in. There is your display. Now with this iron, depends where you want your volume is, it will depend if you like it or not. I am like this about it, and I will explain to you why. When it comes to doing it near the scalp at the top, this is still far too big for me. I like volume here, but obviously I don't have much hair, so this gives you so much more texture and wider texture that sometimes can show through the top layer of your hair. So I will show you how it works. First of all, you have to leave at least an inch, I would say, of the top layer from your parting, because obviously you don't want to crimp the top layer. You don't want any texture on the top. You need this hair to be smooth to lie over that. So separate that, and now also leave the little bit around your face because you don't want any texture here. So I leave about that much. Then you take a section of hair and you're supposed to go, hold your hair up as close to the scalp as you can. 1, 2, 3. And you can go as slow down the shaft of your hair, depends where you want the volume. So don't go obviously below your ear because then you will have the texture on the ends, but you can go to about here. So as you can see, it gives very slight texture, and I call it scaffolding. It is nothing like what I get from my actual crimper, but I want to see if I hold it for a tiny bit longer. Yeah, I get a bit more texture, but it's totally different to what I get with my crimper. So straight away you can see you get that lifted look. So then you're going to do the next layer underneath. And how low you go, it depends where you want the volume. Right, can you see? I don't know if I would go any lower. Maybe I do like a thin one here. So it definitely works. It gives you that volume. Make sure that you wait for it to cool down before you do anything with it, because you want that texture to stay. So I'm just going to do this side. I might actually do a bit more here. Make sure that the sections are not too thick. Okay, so that's the difference. So it definitely gives you volume here, but can you see here I am still very flat. Now if I take just tiny section to cover it and try to make this section, you see I feel like this is too big. I'll show you on the other side actually with the other thing. And I would do just one because I just want it high here. If you see that you've gone too far and a bit of that texture is poking out through the top layer, just run your straightener. I'm going to run straighteners obviously on my end. Oh my god, you know, I just noticed I am wearing my headphones. because I was listening to a radio earlier. Did you see it? And I was doing I'm so used to wearing them that I've got them on. I don't feel I'm getting that lift. Let me put my little crimper on and I will show you what I mean. So if I take a tiny section here and just here, I will use my crimper. Now with the crimper, because it's so little and fine, you take much finer sections of the hair. I can get really close and I do just two tiny. Can you see what I get with that? And look at the lift right at the root. So also what I've noticed when I can do this all the way down. Obviously this takes much less time. This is very tiny. You have to use smaller section, thinner section of hair, hold it for a bit longer, do about 2 clumps, so it takes longer. But I feel, because I get that tighter crimping effect, the next day the body I get in my hair seems even better, whereas with this I don't feel that it lasts that well. So I just wanted to show you that side, and the rest I will do with this volume. The same problem with the back. So I brush my hair back from about here, so I'm going to, this is going to be my section that will be hiding that, because I need some height here as well. And I again right here at the top of my head would go with my little crimper, because this gives me just lift. Can you see here? So I would say this is like for more targeted areas, targeted lift, whereas this is for all over. And maybe one more under here. I've got very flat head at the back, so need some volume there. So this has taken me so much quicker than doing my whole head with that. So just remember, if you want more of a lift near the scalp, hold your hair vertically, go close to your scalp and go like this. So as you can see, you get so much volume. You can feel the fluffiness and that texture, which I call scaffolding, underneath. It is not as tight as what I get with my little crimper. So if you are not that bothered about volume right close here at your scalp, you can still achieve it somewhat, but not the way I want it. So I still love it, but I feel like I have to use this as well to get exactly what I want. And then I have to use straighteners, which means I need 3 tools, but that's fine. I'm used to it. My hair has been so fine and useless and lacking body and volume that I am so used to doing all sorts of stuff to my hair. That's why I don't style my hair very often. I will do this, and for the next, so today I will look like this, and then for the next 2 days I will wear my hair up. And also this volume really helps with hair up. So you know how I wear my hair up, and I've got video linked in how I do it from a bun ponytail. This also really helps, because you see you've got all that volume. So now what I'm going to do is straighten my hair. Just remember, when you're straightening underneath, where you've got this volume, don't go obviously with the straightening iron over this, just go halfway down your hair shaft. So basically just doing, you know, halfway down. So I will do that and then we will talk about it some more. Now this top section, I don't have any crimping here. I am actually going to go with my iron right to the top and sort of give it, you know, half curl. And that's done. So really, it doesn't take very long time. Obviously I was talking through it, but as you can see with the amount of hair that I have, it's quite quick. So as you can see, as soon as I go like this, I have loads of volume. Now you can use dry shampoo. I usually still very gently backcomb my hair and spray it with a hairspray. And that's because my hair is just so prone to collapsing on itself. I know the scaffolding should hold it for a bit longer, but it will last longer if you put some sort of hairspray on it. So let me just quickly do some more zhuzhin. This is actually very good, and I do it very gently. I always use the Bedhead Masterpiece. Just a very slight spray. I'm sort of reinforcing my scaffolding. I have to do that because, like I told you, love that. I have very flat head, so I don't have that natural bump like most people have. My hair sort of goes straight and flat. So that's why I always backcomb that bit. You can always backcomb a bit here. Obviously I will tame it a bit. I wouldn't if I was in Texas. I feel like I should be born in Texas. What do they say? The higher the hair, the closer to God or heaven, something like that. So I'm going to wait for this hairspray to dry and then I will tame it a bit. I'm not going to be walking around like this, obviously, although I would love to. Actually, this is very good comb because it lets you to smooth it all out without, if you just go lightly on a surface of your hair without brushing out what you've just put in there. I mean, look at the thickness of my hair here, it's just ridiculous. Let me just go to the mirror and look at my back so I can show it to you in full. So this is the back. I hope it looks okay. Zhuzh it up. Spray a bit of hairspray on the top, and you are done. As you can see, if I just go like this, my hair gets bigger and bigger because of all that scaffolding, and it helps to put a bit of hairspray on that as well. But you can also flatten it a bit, but that body will be there when you want it, you know. Like I said, the next day you still have the body in your hair, definitely, but I don't know, maybe because I'm just so used to this. Anyway, I think it's a brilliant tool for adding quick body without going crazy, backcombing, teasing your hair. I know I've done a bit, but you saw me, I do it quite gently. It's mostly to get this layer to sit over the rest of it. So it's a brilliant tool. I just feel it's very expensive. Although, if you buy GHD heat tools, they are over £100. And I suppose they also consider it as a innovation, something different. So I've trimmed the front of my hair a bit because I don't know if you saw me in my Monday vlog when we were away, when my hair was up, this front hair was like hanging down here like two rat's tails. So I do definitely like this product. I will be using it. I also didn't say I bought it myself. This was not sent to me. I bought it myself. Did I really need it? Probably not. But now I have it. I will use it. And if you struggle with flat, fine hair, this is probably a great investment because it will take you no time at all to just do the crown of your hair and you're done. Okay, my lovelies, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and stay fabulous. Bye.